We welcome you live to the campus of Westminster College for continuing coverage of Charger basketball. As tonight, it's the PIAA Sweet 16 in Class 3A as your Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Chargers take on the Franklin Knights. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Fargo, joined alongside OLSH. Welcome to our broadcast coverage tonight. It's the Chargers and the Knights for a right to go to the PIAA Elite 8. And the Chargers trying to book their ticket back there for yet another year in a row, Al. That would be 3 in a row if you're keeping track at home. And the Chargers have enjoyed the PIAA playoffs. Their last loss dating back to 2019 of March of that year when the Chargers fell to Bishop Guilfoyle in the PIAA Western Final. Now, before then, or since then, the Chargers had a season end because of COVID, and then, of course, the back-to-back state championship seasons from the last 2 seasons. On the other side of the coin, the Franklin Knights come in. They just won their first PIAA playoff game in 12 years. So teams from opposite sides of the coin, but none of that matters when they put it between these lines here tonight.
No, Franklin comes in. I don't want to say they have a chip on their shoulders, but they're playing some good basketball right now. And the Chargers are going to have to be on the top of their game tonight if they want to move on. This Franklin team is no joke. They're for real, and the Chargers are going to have to play some good defensive basketball against. These guys are real long, so the Chargers are going to have to figure a way to get around that length and get the ball in the hoop. Yeah,
and Franklin's also, they know a thing or two about a winning streak right now. They've won 17 games in a row. In fact, they have not lost in 2023 this year. Their last loss dating back to December of 2022. Franklin checks into today's game with a record of 22 and 4. The Chargers are now 20-6 on the season. And again, champions out of District 10 for the 3rd consecutive year, a three-peat for Franklin, winning their district for a 3rd consecutive year, and their, by the way, their 10th time that Franklin has won the district championship. And I think the big takeaway is just by the eye test now is the size advantage that Franklin's going to have it tonight. Chargers are going to have to take advantage with their speed.
Yeah, nothing new for the Franklin Knights. They're a long team. Like I said, they're long, they're lengthy, and they outsize a lot of the teams they're playing. The Chargers, they've been down this road before. If you remember back in the finals, the state finals against that pesky Constitution team, they were long too, and the Chargers found a way to beat them. But and it's like I said, I keep saying I don't want to make a pun of it, but this is a lengthy team, and the Chargers are going to have to play good and protect the paint.
Let's take a look at the PIAA playoff bracket on the western side of things, how these teams advance to this point in the tournament. The Chargers in a thriller, getting that win, that crazy win. The Chargers getting that win in overtime as they defeated Westmont Hilltop, and Franklin taking down and disposing of Shady Side Academy in what was a no-doubter, 75-43. And maybe that raises your eyes because of what the Chargers needed to do when they beat Shady Side Academy back in the WPIAL playoffs. It was just only a few weeks ago, that 53-42 win, so just an 11-point win. But it was one of those games, I think, Al, for Franklin, where they were shooting well from the start, and Shady Side wasn't, and it was one where you just kind of run away with it. But certainly, as we take a look at the starting lineups, they were just announcing right now for the Franklin Knights. We'll take a look at their starting lineup as they'll put out on the floor. 6'2 senior forward Ethan Owens, a 6'2 junior guard Cole Buckley, a 5'9 junior guard Jalen Wood, a 6'8 senior center Jonathan Lesha, and a 6'5 junior guard Damon Curry. Lesha and Curry, the keys for the Knights as far as what they do and how they operate. For the Chargers, it's the usual suspects: Rocco Spadafora, Dorian Tate, Darion Greer, Bryson Kirshner, B.J. Vaughn, and the Chargers starting lineup, of course, led by head coach Mike Rodriguez, in now his 15th season and trying to get back to the PIAA quarterfinals. And this Charger streak, there's so many of them. You know, the winning streak, you talk about all these streaks that the Chargers have been on, and it's kind of interesting that there's yet another one out here, and Franklin has a streak of their own. We were talking about the 17 in a row.
Sorry, we lost your picture there. We're working on that technical difficulties. But, yeah, the Chargers want to be the stoppers. How many times have the teams wanting to be the team to stop the Chargers? The Chargers are reverse roles here where they need to be the stoppers against this Franklin team on the streak here. I think Bryson Kirshner needs to play strong in the paint tonight. Chargers in their home white uniforms. Franklin in black uniforms, red and white trim.
Top side of the bracket for the Chargers now. They're back to the white jerseys. Chargers, this one's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Franklin basketball.
How about that? Kirshner wins the tip off the 6'8" Lesha and pulled it so strong he pulled it out of bounds.
So the Knights control. Jalen Wood operates here for Buckley now. Buckley driving inside. Chargers going to pack inside, it looks like, early.
Yep, that's good. You need to do that. Make them shoot it from the outside.
Thought about it, did Wood, but he drives inside. A little jump step in the lane, gets the two.
Smallest man on the court gets the first bucket.
Spadafora. Outside to Tate. Now to B.J. Vaughn. And Chargers going to be playing in hostile territory tonight with the student section for Franklin well in attendance and already into this one. Spadafora drives to the baseline, kicks out to Bryson. Kirshner in the lane, pulls up, hesitates. Teardrop doesn't fall. Cleared away by Curry, and he'll bring it up the floor.
And that shot was affected by Lesha. There's no doubt about that.
Inside, Buckley rolls around and finds the bottom of the barrel.
You don't want to get far behind this team. You don't want to give them a big cushion early.
B.J. Vaughn with it on the far side wing. On the right hand, Vaughn stops, moves it back outside to Greer. Now to Spadafora. Little crossover move, spinning. Spadafora blocked out of bounds by Curry.
A lot of talent in number 33 in black.
Inbound goes up top to Bryson. Kirshner at the top of the key, moved it near side to Greer, and now to Vaughn in the corner. BJ runs the baseline, and he stepped on it. Knights basketball still with that 4-0 lead. Wood up the floor. Near side Owens. Back over to Wood, and it's going to be an over and back. This is going to roll out of bounds. That actually didn't. It will be officially over and back.
Yeah. I was wondering if it got tipped or not. Evidently, it did not. First turnover for Franklin. First turnover of the night.
There you go. Spadafora. Hands it off to Greer. Greer lost it and loses it out of bounds. Knights basketball. Aggressive play by Lesha. No call or anything there.
No.
Here's Curry, a 1,000-point scorer this year. He's a junior. Buckley to Owens. Inside Wood, lost it, pushes it back outside to Owens, who misses. Put back good by Lesha.
Yeah, that 6'8" frame stretching up there, putting that one back. Chargers did a good job stopping the initial shot, but
stop and pop for Spatafora. Rims out, rebound loose. Taken away there by Buckley. Buckley settles and handles it to Curry. 6-0 lead. 3 on the way for Wood, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Kirshner. Wood was shooting 44% from 3 this season, and that one by Kirshner blocked by OLSH. Chargers get the rebound. Vaughn, a triple off the rim, no good. Chased down by Kirshner in the corner with OLSH, and he throws it off of OLSH, and the Chargers will keep possession. 4:31 to go here in the first.
couple second chance here for the Chargers, see if they can capitalize on this.
Near side, it's Spatafora, triple. Chargers are on the board and cut the deficit in half with one shot. For how commanding that 4 minutes was, Al, Chargers trail by 3.
Yeah, I'll take that.
3 on the way to respond. Wood, good. And right back to 6. I mentioned 44% three-point shooter. He averages 12 points a game and 142 assists coming into tonight.
44%. You don't hear that.
No. And taken away by Wood. As Tate was trying to get it over to Vaughn, Wood goes all the way and hacked by Tate on the way up. 2 shots coming at the line for Jalen Wood.
First foul of the game goes to Dorian Tate.
And here's Rocco Coladinato. And I think we might have a media timeout tonight.
I think that's what it is, because neither team
under 4?
Yeah.
So a media timeout we'll take. We'll step aside. You're watching the PIAA basketball state playoffs right here on the OLSH Sports Network. Welcome back here on the OLSH Sports Network alongside OLSH. Matt Fargo with you today. 9-3 as Franklin leads Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Hey, save the day for OLSH Spring Open House Thursday, March 23rd from 5 to 7. Explore all that OLSH has to offer and see what makes OLSH the best independent Catholic high school in our region. You can also save the date for OLSH's annual auction. That will be held on Saturday, April 29th at the Doubletree Pittsburgh Airport Hotel in Moon Township. For more information, visit olsh.org/auction. You can join us as we continue to celebrate 90 years of OLSH.
Drayden Payne checks in for Franklin as Rocco Coladinato, as F previously mentioned, checks in for the Chargers.
First one is good.
Wood quickly, 6 points, 6 of the 10 for Franklin.
Second shot up and good. Tate is fouled.
He gets
well,
fouled,
that's a handsy foul. Jalen Wood.
Jalen Wood picks up the foul.
And he's looking pretty curiously as, I mean, in comparison to what we have saw in the first 4 minutes, that has not been a foul.
Right. I was afraid they were going to call him for a chicken wing there going around. Seriously.
Yeah. Spatafora bouncing to Kirshner. Bryson handing it off to Coladinato, who goes up with the right hand. That should have been goaltending.
Yeah, I was off the glass. I agree.
And we're going to get a jump ball. Chargers going to keep it. Mike Rodriguez pleading its case right now. Let's take a look at it again. Oh, that's
too close to call.
That's close. Inbound goes to Kirshner. Bryson moved it outside to Tate. Tate loses control, regains it, and hands it off to Rocco Spadafora. Rocco, little crossover move, drive to the lane. Off balance shot, doesn't fall. Curry gets the loose basketball. Up the floor comes Curry. Damon Curry outside. Moved it outside, 3 on the way. Wood doesn't fall. Rebound, loose off a few hands, still loose, still volleyballing around, and finally it's Tate coming up with it, leading it ahead to Rocco Coladinato, who lays it up and in for 2.
And that's what the Chargers need to do. They need to get transition points against this Franklin team. I think that half-court game is what Franklin wants to do. The Chargers need to get running a little bit.
Traded Payne out there on the floor now, and he has it in the lane, pulls up for 2. And man, this team's just so good from a mid-range. They hit all their mid-range to this point.
And they're pure shots. I mean, there's nothing rattling around or anything.
I mean, they've gone into their bench now, and same result. Feed it down low to Kirshner. Bryson, a couple dribbles. Goes up strong and rolls it in. Up against Lesha. Gets the 2. And I think that's where the Chargers need to be more physical with him and not allow him to get the blocks if you're actually playing and bodying him up. Buckley back outside. It's Payne. Thought about pulling up. Got his pocket picked momentarily by Coladinato. Came back outside to Wood. Wood reverses back to Payne. Payne still guarded by Rocco Coladinato. Gets a screen up top from Lesha. Stop and pop at the elbow. Doesn't fall there from Payne. Rebound to Vaughn. Vaughn pushes it up the floor to Spadafora. Spadafora pulls up for a triple. Off the front of the rim, no good. Put back by Coladinato, following for 2.
That's our 6th man. Rocco Coladinato gets the putback. That's when he comes in, gives the Chargers that spark.
Wood hands it off. Over to Buckley, and now back up top to Curry. Curry on the left-handed dribble. Poked away there by Coladinato. The steal, Coladinato, the score!
Quickly, 6 points for Coladinato. Gets the Chargers back into this one.
Gets a round of applause from Mike Rodriguez standing up there. He was so comfortable he sat down for a minute.
That's a rare sight.
Yeah, it sure was. Curry back with it. Here to the near side, it's Buckley, and a reach-in foul there. Kirshner getting a little bit too aggressive.
His first, team second.
27 seconds into the left to go in the first quarter, and Kirshner picks up his first. That's a good sign.
That's good too, yeah. Especially playing against the big guy.
Franklin leads by 2 with 27 ticks to go here with the first. Jalen Wood gets it into the backcourt. Identifiable green shoes there by the point man there for Franklin. Under 20 seconds to go in our opening quarter.
Yeah, that's appropriate for this week.
Yeah, that's right. Wood guarded against Coladinato, moved it back outside to Buckley. Buckley feeds it down low. Payne moves it outside, intercepted. Spadafora, long pass ahead to get it to Tate, and he lays it up, but it is no good at the buzzer.
Not sure that would have been good anyway, Matt.
I
think the red light came on before Tate laid that one up.
I'm with you, Al. Yep. Oh, man. That was close. We'll see it one more time. Yeah, just close there on that one. End of one quarter here from Westminster College. Our score, Franklin 13, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart 11. It's the PIAA Sweet 16. End of one. We come back with 2 right back here on the OLSH Sports Network. Here we go in second quarter action in the PIAA AAA Sweet 16. First time the Chargers making an appearance in the AAA state tournament in school history. Got their first AAA win under their belt, albeit it took overtime. And Franklin, first PIAA win in 12 years, but they have history. They actually have as many state championships as Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. They won in 2001. In 2006, Franklin took home the state title.
That's some. I never thought about that, but it's just true. Chargers making history here in 3A.
Yep.
Yeah. Every win is a history maker.
More history, and you know, those are the type of history. Like, if the Chargers don't have the past history, the most recent history that they have, you would talk more about that stuff. But because
another one, call it an auto.
And out of bounds, they're going to say he lost it out of bounds. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And how about the number 20 off the bench again for the Chargers? Like we're setting a broken record. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, how often this year we talked about it? Is he the most talented player on this Charger team? No. Is he one of the more important players on this team? Absolutely.
I just love his hustle. You know, Christian preaches it all season long as well. Lesha moved it outside to Owens. Owens penetrates right side of the lane on the left hand, rolls in for two.
Nice little touch there by Owens. Gets his first points of the game.
First 8 minutes out, what are your thoughts? As Vaughn operates and pulls it. No, he handed it off to Kirshner. Didn't know. He thought BJ was going to shoot, as did I. And ricochets off of Kirshner and out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Rodriguez says, it's okay, it's okay. My impression of the first 8, Chargers, I think, took a while to get comfortable in their skin and on the floor here. I think once they did, they got into the flow of the game. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch.
I'm with you. And, Vaughn loses that out of bounds.
Yeah.
Franklin will keep possession.
I mean, this is a different environment. It's a big room that they're playing in. They're not used to playing in the smaller gyms.
Yeah, we're up here in the rafters.
Yeah, we are in the rafters, literally. We're above the banners.
Yeah. Owens moved it back outside. Buckley shuffled the feet a little bit. I think Mike Rodriguez is pleading his case there. Is going in for the dunk is Jonathan Lesha. And scouting report says he does hunt for those dunks. And he gets his first one of the night.
Hunts for the dunks, and he tries to slam the ball back on your head defensively. And he's done that once or twice tonight already, too.
Kirshner, little head fake, goes to the basket. Up strong, misses. Coladinado tried to follow and couldn't. Lesha clears away the board. If you're interested, Lesha came into tonight as laying it up and scoring is Cole Buckley. Lesha came into tonight with 90 blocks and 160 rebounds in 19 games.
That's amazing, too. That's the same as the 40% three-pointers. And the second quarter starting out just the same for the Chargers. They fall behind 6-0 here in the second quarter.
Yep, and now it's expanded to 8-point deficit as that one's blocked out of bounds.
Lesha with another block.
I think he's getting closer to 100 here as Luca Grassafi checks in for the Chargers.
Dorian Tate has a seat.
He's listed on the roster as 6'5". He is a lot taller than that.
Who's that?
Lesha.
I thought
no, he's 6'8".
No, he's 6'8", yeah.
Yeah, there's Bryson Kirshner battling. And I think that's because he's not necessarily very athletic.
Right.
He's just very tall.
Very tall. And he uses that to his advantage.
Absolutely. Again, I was saying pregame, it reminded me of Devontae Watson at Lincoln Park, who had all those. He actually was flirting with the national blocking record. There's a triple by Cole Buckley.
Wide open. Nobody on that side of the court close to him.
Like the three that Mississippi State missed last night in the Final Four against Pitt.
Yes.
Wide open on that far wing. 22-13, largest lead of the night. Kirshner blocked. Lesha gets another.
He's fun to watch. He sure is in the paint.
Yep. Owens to Lesha. Kirshner wanted to get a charge there. Nothing was called.
That was pretty. I think as Christian always says, he was leaning. I think if he was standing straight, he gets the charge.
Just like that, the lead has swelled to 11. Spadafora pulls up for a triple. Pure for Rocco Spadafora.
Wow. Are we getting room service up here, Matt?
Hey, I am impressed by the hospitality here at Westminster as we get a foul. We'll take a look at it again.
I think Rocco Coladonato getting called for this. Yes, his first. Team's third.
In there against Lesha.
B.J. Vaughn has a seat as Tate comes back in for the Chargers. We were warned that Franklin doesn't make very many substitutions. They play pretty much with their 5, maybe 6 or 7 guys. That's about it.
I understand why.
Yeah, there's no doubt. They don't run much, so it's not taking a lot out of them.
No.
So.
Owens back here to the near side. Curry, a triple, good.
Wow, that was from downtown.
58% shooter this season. 27-16, ball tipped away. Coladonato saves it, but it's intercepted. Taken away by Payne. Payne leads it up the floor. All the way, moved it to the far corner. Wood for a 3, good. Timeout, Chargers. 14-point advantage for Franklin.
Wow, he was as wide open as Cole was 2 trips ago. There was nobody on that side of the court. They're pulling everybody to one side, and one guy's escaping to the far corner.
30-16 our score, and the Chargers burn a timeout. Hey, there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All 8th grade students and transfer students for grades 10 and 11 are invited to join us to shadow for a day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student. Students will be assigned a Charger ally, their host for the day, and will attend classes, meet teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Pre-register for your experience at olsh.org/visit. Game has a similar feel, Al, from the first round matchup against Westmont Hilltop.
It really does. You know, Chargers trailing, battling, trying to keep it fairly close. And if you remember, Westmont had that big, 15-point lead at one time too. So Chargers are definitely not out of this. They just got to stick to their guns and play a little bit better defense.
Well, and I think too, this is a team that you're not going to win the battle of the boards on. You need to hit your shots, and there's one there. And announcers jinx. Chargers get a rebound, and Vaughn misses a 3. Rebound again by the Chargers. Kirshner up strong, misses again, and the Chargers can't come away, and Kirshner's going to pick up his second. Well, there you go. 3 opportunities there. The Chargers have to get points on that trip.
Kirshner picks up his second. We get the
media here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, media timeout.
Hey, if you're looking for a ham for your Easter dinner, try your luck at Ham Bingo. The OLSH Theater Department will be holding a Ham Bingo on Saturday, April 1st in the OLSH Gymnasium. Doors open at 5:30. A regular bingo begins at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $10 for 6 cards and may be purchased at the door or in advance for a member of the theater department. Nice contingent of Charger faithful make the trek.
There is
trek up here
from both schools. You got to give both school districts credit. Their contingencies on both sides are very well representative. Not used to these media timeouts, Matt.
No, it's been a while since we last had those. Starting to throw it back to my college days as far as calling the Dukes.
Yeah. Go ahead, you can say it.
Media
media timeout.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Al. Like, don't say that too loud. You're going to take my job from me, man.
No.
Hey, speaking of, want to shout out all the sisters back at OLSH that are watching. Shout out to the Chargers' #1 fan, Sister Francine, who I did not see on the way in here, but that does not mean, as we have learned from the past, that she isn't here.
Yeah, and there's a large crowd here, so hard to pick her out if she's here.
They're actually to our near side, too. So
we're looking at backs of heads.
Yeah. Well, Franklin starts out of the media timeout. Back to work and trying to expand a 14-point advantage. Buckley hands it off tic-tac-toe, but misses for Payne, but he gets his own rebound, puts it right back in. (32-16). Chargers trailing. Kirshner hands it off to Rocco Coladinato. Up top to Tate.
Kirshner calling for it, not getting it.
There he gets it. Now we'll pull up. Our high arcing shot, no good. Easy rebound for Lesha.
You know, and I get the impression that Lesha had a lot to do with that shot. He's used to him being there and having to launch it high in the air.
3, Curry just throws one up, misses. Chargers get the rebound. Here's Bryson. Bryson goes around Lesha and a foul.
That's what you got to do.
That's the first one.
That's what you got to do against the big guy. Go in there and try to draw the fouls.
Yeah, boy, I'd love to see what the numbers are with Lesha not in the lineup. If he gets into foul trouble or fouls out, how much of a dynamic change does that happen to the Knights? Because obviously he's a big key of it. And what the key is, the Chargers have not been doing much of this year is hitting their free throws.
Wow, especially here down in the playoffs.
Yeah, big reason why the Chargers came up short in the WPIAL title game and struggled into postseason games.
Yeah, there's a couple of the games a lot closer than they needed to be.
Yep. Far side, it's Drayden Payne. He's done a nice job off the bench for Franklin tonight. Buckley back to Payne. Moves it back outside to Curry. Inside, coming up on 1:15 to go in the first half. Ball fake there by Wood, fed it back down low. Nice play. Cole Buckley flashing to the basket, getting the 2. Under a minute to go in the first half. Tate hands it off to Spanafora. Spanafora to Kirshner. Bryson going inside. Bryson, nice move.
Nice move.
But it rolls out. Curry loses it, and it's going to be a foul. And this might be Bryson's 3rd.
Yep, it's Bryson.
Oh, what an unfortunate sequence there. Missed the layup, and then get called for your 3rd foul.
And that was a great move. It just didn't go too strong off the glass on that.
Yep.
He'll come out. And Darion Greer back in the lineup for the Chargers.
.24 seconds to go, and Franklin in no hurry.
No. And the smart play here is to do exactly what they're doing.
Curry.
Ooh.
Owens and Curry.
Owen back in the lineup.
5 seconds. Throwing it up, short at the buzzer. First half comes to a close, and the Chargers find themselves down 34-17. Another game. The Chargers will need to mount a second half comeback. They had one in them last round. Will they do it again? Well, we come back with the halftime show. Out with the numbers. Matt Stansfield and the boys and girls in the truck. They have the highlights. I don't know. I'll come up with something. 34-17. We'll be back here on the OLSH Sports Network.
that battery? Do we need to change the battery in the camera? Let me. What? Yeah.
Welcome back to Westminster, where the Chargers trail the Knights. Here are the PIAA Sweet 16, 34-17 at the break. And Chargers found themselves down probably in about the same area back a year ago in the Western Final to Kennedy Catholic. Now, that's what we're looking at. That kind of a comeback is what the Chargers would need to do in order to keep this thing going. And it's really been an impressive outing for Franklin. But I think, too, the Chargers could still be within striking distance, even more so if some of these shots have fallen. I think, we're talking about the mid-range for Franklin. A lot of their mid-range stuff, those aren't high percentage shots, but they've been falling for the Knights.
Right.
And for the Chargers, they haven't been. And I think, as natural, what the Chargers have done in the first half when they've gotten down, they've hit the panic button. You kick it out. You try to shoot threes. Vaughn's tried to hit a few threes. Hasn't come up with it. But the stuff inside, obviously, Lesha has been a force inside. And aside from the fact that he can block the shots that he does, but even the shots he doesn't necessarily get his hands on, he's altering pathways. Right. He's making guys have to make extra moves that they're not accustomed to making, and it's making it difficult for Bryson Kirshner, who, let's face it, is really the only guy that's gone inside and actually gone up and gone at him, because he's about the only one that could actually do that from a size advantage.
Yeah, absolutely right, Matt. It's Lesha is a big factor in this game. I mean,
nice to see what you did there.
But he's like, I can relate him to Rocco Coladonado. Is he the most talented player on the Franklin squad? Absolutely not. Is he an MVP on the Franklin squad? He absolutely is, just because of what you said. He not only blocks shots, but he changes people's shots. So when he is not blocking a shot. You saw it a couple times with Bryson Kirshner with the mid-range jumpers that he would take. I mean, these things were, 20 feet in the air, where normally Bryson doesn't do that. So he's a major factor. The Chargers going to have to, again, Bryson needs to keep attacking him, but the Chargers need to be able to hit those open threes and open mid-range shots that they're getting, and they're not getting them. And we've seen that play out for both the boys and the girls this year, especially in the playoffs. When they come up dry, they make it tough on themselves. But if they can hit some of these shots, the Chargers can get themselves right back into this game. And we were told before the game, if you can run, get Franklin to run, get them rushed, you can beat them. And right now, the Franklin Knights have dictated the pace of this game, and the Chargers need to take control of that.
Certainly have. So now, I mean, it's twofold, right? From a schematic standpoint here with the third quarter as well. Let's take a look at some highlights from the going inside. Bryson, nice move.
Nice move.
But it rolls out. Curry loses it, and it's going to be a foul. Ball fake there by Wood. Fed it back down low. Nice play. Cole Buckley. Here's Bryson. Bryson goes around Lesha, and a foul.
That's what
Buckley hands it off tic-tac-toe, but misses for Payne, but he gets his own rebound, puts it right back in. Again by the Chargers. Kirshner up strong, misses again, and the Chargers can't come away, and Kirshner's going to pick up his second. Payne leads it up the floor, all the way, moved it to the far corner. Wood for a three, good. Owens. Back here to the near side, Curry, a triple, good.
Wow, that was from downtown. A couple from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. I don't know if you were hearing the last thoughts there, but you might have been listening to some of the highlights from the first half. But 34-17, and probably in summary, Al, it's one of those things where trying to slow what they're doing offensively may not be the biggest challenge. It really is going to be creating offensive opportunities on your side of the floor. I think that's what the challenge the coaching staff has right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They just need to be able to finish.
Need to be able to finish, no question. Hey, programming note, we're back on the air on Friday. The girls are advancing to the PIAA quarterfinals. Third time in Don Eckerly's tenure. We'll be back in the quarterfinals, and the Chargers facing a familiar opponent as far as Charger Nation is concerned, as Westmont Hilltop and the Lady Hilltoppers will go at it with your Chargers. That's Friday at 6 o'clock at Armstrong, and Al and I will have the broadcast coverage for you on Friday. So more basketball to be played, and hopefully the Chargers can mount what would be another epic comeback, and they've had them in their pocket. But probably to steal what Zach Corsi said during the Whippio Championship game, at what point does the well run dry? Because the Chargers have had, as shipping off the Boston plays over the PA system here at Westminster, Chargers have had some luck in those comebacks in those games. But you know what? Chargers are a third quarter team, and anything can happen.
We've been saying it all year. Third quarter is the Chargers' quarter, and let's hope they have another. Because they're definitely going to need it. They're being doubled up by the Knights right now at the end of two. So
they had a 23-point lead against Shadyside Academy last round. So take that for what you will.
Yeah, and the Chargers beat Shadyside by 10. So
anything stick out to you, Al?
Well, the big thing for me was the Knights spreading out their scoring. They had six players get on the score sheet. Chargers only 3, and only 2 starters get on the score sheet. So Chargers need to get that going. Chargers leading scorers were Spadafora and Rocco Coladonato off the bench with 6 points, and Bryson Kirshner with 5, and that's it for their 17. As far as Franklin goes, 10 points for Wood, was hitting it. He had the hot hand. Buckley has 9, 6 points for Lesha, and 4 points for Drayden Payne off the bench, 3 points for Curry, and that's surprising to me, and 2 points for Ethan Owens for their 34. And the Chargers start quarter number 3 with the ball.
Yep, Spadafora will operate. Chargers right to the rack. No good for Spadafora. Here's Zick owning a foul as he gets the basketball and earns a foul. And I beg your pardon. That's Garrett Zug, not Zick. I'm thinking baseball. Jeff Zick. Shout out to Jeff.
Oh, no, that was a foul on
yeah, that was right.
Lesha.
Yep.
Picks up.
Zug forced that foul.
Yeah. Zug obviously in there because of Kirshner's 3 fouls.
There's Vaughn trying to go to the rack, and he does with the right hand. PJ.
That was impressive.
First points of the night for Vaughn.
Whoa.
Nice move there by Wood. Moved it out to Curry. No good on the 3, but chasing that rebound down. Buckley out to Wood. Wood drives inside. Foul. 2 shots coming for Wood.
Is that Spadafora? And Spadafora saying, didn't he travel? That's Rocco's first foul. First of the half.
Jalen Wood, the junior. That's the other kind of bizarre thing, Al, is his team has 3 starters that are juniors.
Yeah.
Buckley, Wood, and Curry all return next year.
That's scary for 3A.
Right.
Yeah, I saw you talking to some Franklin folks. Is Curry getting any looks? Because he's I like his talent. He's not scoring tonight, but
no,
you can see the talent in him.
Spadafora moved it outside. It's out of bounds.
Yeah. Coach Rod was pleading his case to no avail.
Wood up the floor, hands it off to Buckley. Over to Owens. Owens steps inside, moves it back outside to Curry. Curry got it against Vaughn. Nice move by Curry to the rack, doesn't go. Rebound to Zug.
I'm noticing this game, Matt, Franklin, they play well without the ball. They moving and they're I don't know for set plays or what, but they move well without the ball.
How about Vaughn just earning himself a trip to the line here? Just throw it to the rack, young man.
BJ's in the, guys get on my shoulders. He's in that mode right now.
Well, he needs to be.
Yeah, right. Buckley picks up his first for Franklin, second on the team. And here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Is right, Al. This has been the bugaboo for the Chargers all year.
Chargers, that's only the 3rd free throw for the Chargers. They're 1 for 3 as a team tonight. And they get it to 500 as he goes 1 for 2.
And Austin Hanson enters the game for the Chargers. Austin Hanson and Garrett Zug have a baseball game to play on Saturday, by the way.
That's true. Let's not rush that for these guys yet. So, yeah.
I guess they wouldn't have a baseball game
if they win here.
Right.
Yeah.
Down low and Hanson. Out off of Hanson. So,
that's quick hands, quick feet for Hanson. He gets the ball, but he just couldn't control it. I mean, you applaud the defensive effort there.
Inbound triggered right into Buckley. Buckley guarded against by Hanson. Hanson was all over him. And Zug loses it off of Curry, out of bounds, Charger ball. By the way, speaking about baseball, Franklin has arguably their 2nd best player not playing this year. He is a senior, Mark Guth, who's going to play baseball at Vanderbilt and maybe not play baseball at Vanderbilt, as he's likely to be drafted into Major League Baseball.
That's amazing.
So, and from what we were told, he would be the 2nd best player behind Curry on the team. So that's kind of amazing.
Yeah. What a baseball program they have at Franklin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just perennial.
3 on the way. Spadafora with a triple. Big Bro stands up in approval.
Yes. Rocco has 9 points. All his points from beyond the arc tonight.
And to the rack and fouled on the floor.
I don't know if BJ or Rocco's going to get this.
Rocco's pleaded his case, so it is.
No, it's Rocco. Yeah, Rocco picks up his second.
Shout out to Dante Spatafora and the West Liberty Hilltoppers as they are moving on as they defeated IUP last night.
Yeah, what an impressive win.
Big time win, triple on the way, 3 doesn't fall for Wood. Rebound off the rebound, or foul off the rebound. It's Hansen settling that one down and getting the foul.
Buckley picks up his second for Franklin. And Hansen coming in.
Yeah.
Making his presence known. Couple nice defensive plays there, draws a foul.
Doing the little things. He's a fundamental guy.
Yeah. He's you're not going to see him, scoring, 20 points.
Yeah.
And, he's going to get the turnovers and the defensive plays. And
yeah, with Kirshner and Greer all on the bench. Leaning into that one is Vaughn. No good. Rebound. Coladinato back up strong. That one popped in and out. Rebound goes to Owens. Owens back up the floor. To Curry. Stopped. Handed it off. Lesha back out to Buckley. Around the horn one more time. It's Owens to the rack. No good. A rebound ricocheting off of Owens and out of bounds. And Owens paid for that one.
yeah, he did. And the only reason that's out of bounds on Franklin is Owens was out of bounds when the ball hit him.
Chargers love to cut it down here to 10. Trailing by 13. On cue. Oh, Spatafora rims out. Long pass ahead to Lesha. Nice play by Spatafora to earn the tie-up.
Wow.
Out of bounds, but watch this. This is just,
Reaching in. He just.
You're also thinking in your head, he might go up and dunk this.
Right. Rocco just reached in and grabbed it. All ball.
Wood triggers in it all the way up top to Buckley. Coming up on the 4-minute mark here with the third. Hansen all over him. Jump ball, Hansen!
What a play by Hansen.
Earns the tie-up.
80% of the time.
Watch this.
Franklin fans not happy with it.
He went around. He
did.
gave him a bear hug.
80% of the time, that's going to be called a foul.
Yeah.
Hansen did a great job of tying him up there.
Arrow, Curry for a 3, and it's good.
Curry has 6 points. He, like Rocco Spatafora, always points from beyond the arc tonight.
Lead is back to 16. Vaughn thought about the 3, moves inside. Vaughn inside the paint, moves it back outside to Spatafora. Rocco to the rack, foul, 2 coming for 1 in white, purple and gold.
Question is, which Franklin player pulls the foul? I think that's going to be Curry.
Yeah.
Yep, his first.
There's your media. 3:42 to play in the third. Franklin 39, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart 23. It's the PIAA Sweet 16, and you're watching it here live on the OLSH Sports Network. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more action from Westminster College next on OSN. PIAA playoffs here on the OLSH Sports Network. And a reminder, OLSH Student Government will be hosting Students vs. Faculty volleyball game on Thursday, March 16th at the Angela Activity Center to raise money for Student Lunch Fund. Tickets are $7 at the door. Doors open at 6, and the first serve is at 7, and we found out cash only at this event. Spatafora.
Kirshner comes back in for Garrett Zug for your Chargers.
What minutes from Garrett, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
got a high five from all the coaches there. Big minutes from 22.
Yep. Held Lesha off the scorer's book.
Spatafora converts, 39-25. Payne, Buckley. Buckley works inside. Back out to Curry. Man, he hasn't shot much, but when he has, Vaughn strips it away. Curry settles it back down. Was able to move it back out to Buckley. Buckley up and around. Can't get it to go. Rebound Lesha. Outside Curry, a triple on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound again, pulled down by Wood and pulled back out to Central.
Wow, that was
Curry,
impressive.
a triple, good. Too many opportunities, Al.
Oh, absolutely. Three tries on that trip. Curry now with 9 points.
All threes.
All threes.
For 33. Spatafora.
Maybe used them up.
Bryson Colodinato gets the 2.
That was a nice play. 8 points now for Colodinato.
Buckley bouncing it over to Payne. Nearly got his pocket picked by Colodinato. Out to Curry. Vaughn and Curry have been battling. Wood back to Curry. Payne.
Oh, man, he jumped.
Wood pulls up at the foul line. No. Rebound, Lesha underneath. Loose basketball, turn around, put it in with the right hand.
And he's got 8 points.
Spatafora. B.J. Vaughn from Hanson. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Vaughn a 3, got Curry off his feet, but it misses, and the ball hits the stanchion. Franklin basketball, minute 33 to go in the third. Nice move there by Vaughn, but just couldn't finish.
Man, he created space for himself in the open shot, just couldn't get it to go, and that's been the Chargers' story here tonight.
Back underneath, Payne gets the 2.
He's got 6. Good ball movement there by Franklin.
Under a minute to go. Chargers now trail by 19. Hanson. Kirshner. Bryson. Up strong. Gets 2 coming.
No, he said on the floor.
Really?
Yeah. But he draws another foul on Lesha. That's number 3 on Lesha. And he'll come out of the game, so we're going to get to see what it's like. Franklin playing without Lesha as Owens comes back in for Lesha. He leaves here with 43 seconds in the third with 3 fouls.
First time he's come out tonight.
Yes.
Hanson moves it here to Spatafora, settles a 3, it's short. Rebound, Colodinato up and in for 2 on the right hand.
Colodinato, Johnny on the spot. He's in double figures with 10.
Wood Outside, Buckley a three, no. Rebound, Vaughn. Vaughn pushed up the floor with 8 seconds to Spadafora with 5. Spadafora charge.
That's number 3 on Rocco.
Four seconds to go in the third. It's Curry. Off the mark a little too much. End of three. Franklin in control, 46-29. In the PIAA Sweet 16, we come back with the fourth from Westminster College. You're watching the PIAA basketball playoffs, and it's all here on the OLSH Sports Network. We're back for the fourth after this break. Let's play a fourth. Chargers trying to keep their season alive, trailing 46-29 with OLSH, Matt Fargo, Matt Stanziola, all the boys and girls in the truck here on the OLSH Sports Network. If you didn't make the trip up here to Westminster College, bringing you this one live, and of course, sure some folks from Franklin watching this one. Welcome to the broadcast. I want to shout out former OLSH athletic trainer Scout Schultz. Was able to defend her thesis. Congratulations.
Oh, good job.
Scout.
Yeah.
At the University of Pittsburgh. Chargers back to work here in the fourth. Kirshner up strong and in. Going up against the 6'2 Ethan Owens instead of the 6'8 Jonathan Lesha. A little bit different story.
Significantly different, yes. Same Kirshner, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Wood hands off to Curry. Chargers still in striking distance here. They need stops, though. And put back opportunity, no good. And a big board there by Coladinato.
It's number 5 for him, rebound-wise. That was a good stop by the Chargers. You just brought that up, Matt.
Posting up is Kirshner, and he wanted it. He gets it now. Kirshner going inside against everyone. Blocking foul. No shot.
Oh!
Beyond the foul. Or on the floor. The foul on the floor. Easy for me to say. It's the 6th foul of the second half for Franklin.
Yeah, Drayden Payne picks up his first. That's the 6th by Franklin. So Chargers basically in the bonus situation here, rested away.
Yeah, it would have been nice for Kirshner to earn a trip to the line there.
Yeah, no doubt. That was a nice move.
We'll go get it now. Bryson goes right to the rack. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Ball doesn't lie.
And he draws another foul on Lesha. So that's number 4 on Lesha.
It's a big bucket. Chargers cut the deficit to 13 just like that.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm harping on the case. Lesha with 4 now. That's huge.
That is huge, Al. 3-point play for Bryson Kirshner. And I think we just got a timeout, Franklin. Chargers have cut the deficit to 12.
Yeah, he's asking, what do you want?
No, it's OLSH calling the timeout. According to the public address announcer.
No, that wasn't. That was he. Or no, he was telling Franklin it's a full timeout.
It's a full timeout.
Yeah. Sorry.
So Chargers take a timeout. Franklin hasn't taken any. That's the second one from Mike Rodriguez's side of the coin. Mentioned last time the Chargers lost to the state playoffs. Got to go all the way back to March 19th. 2019. We didn't even know what COVID was. Chargers lost to Bishop Guilfoyle by 1, 62-60 for a right to go to the state championship.
Yeah,
a heartbreaker.
That was a heartbreaker. The Chargers had a couple chances to win that one, couldn't pull it off and come away on the downside of that one. That one surely was.
But that loss, what was going to come out of that is 3 perfect seasons later.
Right.
74 wins in a row, a Pennsylvania state record that was broken earlier this year. Back-to-back PIAA state championships, and arguably would have had a third had the season not been called back in 2020.
Yeah, a lot of people say that was probably their best chance of all 3.
Buckley and the Knights back to work. Interesting what Mike Rodriguez went over in the timeout. So Chargers are in striking distance. There's 3 seconds. Thought it might have been closely guarded, but either way, Chargers get the basketball and are starting to get the stops they need here to mount something.
It's 3 in a row now.
Spatafor to Colorado. Vaughn. Tipped away. Vaughn has to get it. He's able to. Moves it in with the left hand. Goes up. Reverse. Oh,
my goodness.
Oh, my. B.J. Vaughn. Oh, that was disgusting.
The Chargers gotten it down to a 10-point differential now.
Unbelievable, Al. The English on that ball.
It just kept spinning.
Buckley. He hops there.
Yeah,
he did it again.
How many times do we have that travel call against the Chargers?
Yeah.
By doing the same thing.
Wood to Curry. Wants a triple. Doesn't get it. Loose basketball. Chased down. Timeout. Franklin, as I think Jason Fulmer saw the chaos that was ensuing, calls a timeout for Franklin. Let's take a look at this. Oh, my goodness, B.J. Vaughn. Directly underneath the basket.
Yeah. The talent in that young man is unbelievable.
Just
I mean, not only basketball, football, and talented family.
Yep. Yeah. 10-point ball game. You said it, Al. The Chargers battle back, have been down as many as 19 in this ball game. But you know what? I think that we've said this in these close games down the stretch, Al, is the Chargers have been here time and time again this year.
The difference between the last couple of years and this year is the Chargers have been in these tight battles. Exactly right. They've had the pressure all year. They know how to handle it. It's just a question of executing at this point.
Under 6 minutes to go. Goes all the way to the backcourt to Jalen Wood. Wood hands it off here to Payne. Drayden Payne, a junior, far side. 3 on the way there for Wood. Good. Big triple from the junior Jalen Wood.
That's Franklin's first points of this fourth quarter.
Back to a 13-point advantage. Vaughn. Hanson. Bouncing back to BJ. Into the corner. Spatafor with an answer. Off the rim, no good. Curry the rebound. Buckley. Near side wing, bouncing it up top. Little crossover move there from Owens. Almost moved that pivot foot, moved it back outside to Buckley. Payne. Back to Buckley on the near side. Buckley hands it off to Curry. Curry on the left hand, driving inside, kicked it back outside. Another deep 3, Wood, no good. Hanson gets the rebound, pushes it up the floor. Chargers behind the defense, 2-on-1, and Kirshner gets the blocking foul. 2 shots coming, and everybody wearing red's pretty mad about that one. They got red faces.
I think most of the booing has come from the student section, Matt.
I think that's the right call, Al.
Oh, that's absolutely the right call. Wood picks up his second. That's the 8th on Franklin.
Here's Bryson Kirshner at the line and rolls in the first.
Kirshner now with 11 points.
Off the front of the rim on the second. Payne easily controls the basketball, moved it back outside to Wood. Funny that Franklin decides to, do the outside shooting ability there. Is nicely taken to the basket. Owens gets 2 on the other end. Vaughn.
As Christian likes to say, that was too easy.
Yeah. Tipped away. Aaron pass. Curry. Foul. Bucket good.
I thought Curry took a step there before he started dribbling myself, but that's just me. Vaughn picks up his first, team's fourth.
And OLSH going to take a timeout as Franklin's rallied back to expand the lead, 53-37. If you're interested in supporting the OLSH Chargers, visit OLSHathletics.org and check out the fundraiser section in the Fan Zone tab for the latest fundraising opportunities. And if you are a quarterly PIAA taxpayer, do you pay more than $3,500 per year? Would you like to donate those dollars to OLSH in place of paying your quarterly taxes? You can if you contact Cheryl Karshin at KARASHIN at OLSH.org to learn more.
That's interesting. That's a cool deal.
It's an interesting. I mean, if you're paying it, why
not?
not?
Yeah, right. Why not donate it?
Right.
Yeah.
Curry at the line. Misses. Comes up empty on the three-point play. Chargers going to have to hit some triples here to get back into this.
Yeah, we always say don't have to push the threes, but I think they're at the point now where they got to start shooting them.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go.
Hanson, Kirshner, nice ball movement there. Back to down low to Colinado.
Unless you can do that a lot.
Well, yeah.
Colinado with a nice bucket from the feed from Kirshner there.
Wood outside to Buckley. Buckley banks it in.
Buckley in double figures with 11.
The lead is 16. Hanson, the Spadafora triple, no. Rebound, Colinado. Gives it to Kirshner. Bryson spinning. Up strong, no. Colinado loose, but taken away there by Wood and led it ahead to Buckley. Buckley in the lane, falling away off the front of the rim, no good. Vaughn the rebound. BJ almost got his pocket pick from Wood. He settles it down, moves it outside to Spadafora. Spadafora to Kirshner. Kirshner is fouled. 2 shots on the way, 2:46 to play.
That one laid on the rim for a while. Couldn't decide which way it wanted to fall, to the left or right. It went right and fell out.
And we get the media.
Buckley picks up his third.
55-39 our score, and barring something bizarre, Al, this run's going to come to an end.
Yeah, it looks like. The good news is, rest of the way, the Chargers are in double bonus.
Okay, so that's something to.
As Franklin just picked up their 9th foul. So that they can score. If they can hit their free throws, they can score without the clock moving.
Right. Of course, Jason Fulmer is instructing his team, don't foul. Don't foul, but don't give up the 3. Don't give up the easy 3 if they want the 2 here.
Contest, but don't foul.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, he's doing a good job behind the bench for the Knights, and not to say that Coach Rodriguez isn't either, but
Well, you know, this is kind of like an early OLSH. You know, this is like that Guilfoyle season for OLSH for this Franklin team. Now they're coming into their own.
Right.
They've won now 3 straight District 10 championships. They were really favored 2 years ago. They ended up playing Elwood City, who was upset in the WPIAA playoffs. That should have been the Western final.
Right.
Elwood City ended up beating Franklin. So, you know, they waited 12 years to win a state playoff game. That happened just in this last round, and trying to restore the dominance that Franklin had in the early 2000s. I mentioned they won state championships back in 01 and 06. 1-2 at the line. Chargers trail by 15. I mean, your only shot here is you need to start sending the Knights to the line.
Yeah.
There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
They got a few to give, a few fouls to give, so. Under 2.5 to go here. Yeah, you're right.
Wood, 2 more. Jalen Wood leads back to 17 with 2:10 to play. Screen up top, Spadafora to Grisafi. He hasn't pulled up for 3 yet. There's Spadafora. There's a 3.
He's got 14 on the game.
Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Buckley.
Oh, smart move there for Franklin.
Yep.
Buckley pulling it out. Eat the clock. Make the Chargers come out and foul, and that's exactly what they're going to have to start doing as we approach 1.5 minutes.
Yep. Ball out of bounds, but remains Knights basketball. 1:10 to go, and I don't even know that they're going to go to the foul game, Al. I think they're.
No,
I think this is the Chargers' variation of a white flag.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 1 minute to go here.
Yeah.
This is
3, no good. Oh no, Jason Fulmer has his arms up in the air.
What
going,
are you doing?
What were we doing that for? Kirshner. Ball out of bounds. Charger basketball. 52 seconds.
Kirshner trying to get it over to Coladonado, and Wood got in the way of that one.
Mike Rodriguez and the Chargers. It's a full timeout.
I think that's all he's got left. One more.
You know, Al, it's just amazing this run that OLSH has been on the last handful of years. And, you know, I don't even say the last 2. 7 consecutive years in the district championship. And it's just been, you know, from the last 4, which is most of you watching.
Following,
the last 4. I mean, this group of seniors has played 26 playoff games in 4 years. They've played a full basketball season of postseason games.
That's amazing.
It's just, you know, it was stuff we were talking about, like, you know, history and playing in 3A for the first time in school history this year, and, you know, stuff that necessarily gets overlooked because of how successful this program has been, and what Mike Rodriguez and his staff has built is just, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you know, all great things, they come to an end. And I think for the Chargers, fortunately, that's going to be tonight. But
and the sad thing is people will say, wow, the unsuccessful season. But you know what? You can't look at it that way. The Chargers, what a successful season they've had. You got to remember, they're playing up in 3A.
Right. 108 boys. They'd actually be one of the lower AA schools.
Right.
Playing up due to the PIAA's competition formula, moved them up to 3A. And, you know, we can wax poetic about whether or not that's fair or not fair. You know, that neither here nor there. But as Rocco Coladonado is going to take his curtain call.
Yep.
Rocco Spadafora.
Yeah, they're calling all the players out, and they're getting all the seniors in.
Talk about a kid who's
Messner, Zug.
Bryson Kirshner and B.J. Vaughn. I mean, some of the most
big hugs on the bench there for the seniors.
It's been a historic run. I mean, remember those names because they're going to be remembered in OLSH forever.
Yeah.
30 seconds to go. You got Hansen, Tate, Giovanni Mesner, Zug, and Grisafi out there for the Chargers. They also brought DeMarco Payne out there as there's a foul. DeMarco Payne checked in for Franklin. Evan Turner is out there. Now checking in Zach Boland, a junior. Devin Hagg, a senior, hasn't played at all tonight. He checks in. Jalen Wood has a curtain call. Gavin Eakin running the point. As the clock winds down, and great things they do come to an end as the OLSH season has come to an end in the state tournament. 57-45, Franklin moves on to the PIAA Elite Eight. Their second win in the state tournament in 12 seasons, and they are moving on in the PIAA third classification. 57-45, our post-game show comes up next. You've watched the PIAA basketball playoffs right here on the OLSH Sports Network, our post-game show when we come back to Westminster. Post-game show here from Westminster as the Chargers season comes to an end. 57-45, the Franklin Knights take down the Chargers in Class 3A. But what a season, what a story, and what a class of seniors that will be etched in history and have already etched themselves in many history books in many categories throughout both the OLSH history books, the WPIAL history books, and the state's history books. Back with OLSH. Al, before we go to the numbers, your thoughts on what was, kind of what I expected in this game. I thought the size was going to be a challenge for the Chargers. They were able to just stay with them, but I think inevitably I was really impressed with what Franklin was able to do offensively and keeping the Chargers at bay. And there was kind of a look, I gave you the look with like 6 minutes to go. The Chargers were cut it down to 10, and I gave you the look like, are they going to do this again? And you know what? I tip of the cap to Franklin to lock in and expand the lead one more time as we take a look at highlights from this second half. But just a testament to what Jason Fulmore did. And I think if you're a Knights fan, long time coming because they got in the state tournament the last 2 years. They've been one and done, and now they're going to make a little bit of a run. And I'll be curious if it's Steel Valley they end up playing. I'll be really curious to see how Franklin and Steel Valley. That's a game I'm actually curious to watch.
I would be very interested in watching that one. See Valentine go against this team.
Yeah.
It should be fun. But kudos to both these teams. Unfortunately, somebody had to lose, and the Chargers come up on the short end. Credit to Franklin. Coach Fulmer had these guys ready to go against the Chargers, and they took it to them. And again, when the Chargers got behind early in the first quarter and then again in the third quarter, this started the same as the first. Not a good thing for the Chargers. It's not easy to make runs and come back against a team like Franklin with their length. But Chargers did what they could, and unfortunately some of the shots weren't going down for them. They were getting some good looks, couldn't get it to go, but you can't be disappointed. These boys, the parents and the students and Charger Nation, you can't hang your head low and think the worst. This has been a great run for the Chargers, and what a great season. I mean, totally different team than what they've had the last several years, and they proved that they can win the gritty games too. And unfortunately, they come up a little bit short right now.
Yeah, and I think that's also a testament to coaching too. I think this coaching staff did a phenomenal job with this group of young men, and I think that all coaches can be criticized, but it's ironic that not many of them are given their flowers until it's after the fact, and you look back and you win a championship and stuff like that. And I just think that the staff here is second to none. What Mike Rodriguez has been able to do this run, and the other thing that I think plays a part into this is basketball season has been long at OLSH for a long time now. You're talking about you've advanced into the state tournament for 7 years now. And, I mean, that adds up. Like, that time adds up. You start in December and you play through January and February, and then you play well into March every one of the last couple of years. And
the last 3 years they played to the end of March.
Correct.
So,
and I think that's, that plays a part into it too. So, just a tip of the cap to Franklin and their execution, and a tip of the cap to the Chargers seniors, because, again, they're going to be remembered for a very, very, very long time, all 7 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunate for them, but, hey, keep an eye out on this Franklin squad. As you said, they're going to be around for a few more years. This is the beginning of their run.
I definitely think that that's the case, Al. I do. Again, 3 of their 5 starters back next year, and the Chargers will be back in AAA next year. It'll be interesting to see. Next year is going to really depend on whether or not they stay in AAA or go back to AA in terms of the competition formula. So I'm curious to see what the Chargers do next year. And, I mean, I guess it's a question mark. I don't know anything.
I thought they had to stay up for 2 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They'll be in AAA next year.
But the following year.
But the following year. But it will depend on the success next year,
right?
Whether or not they do or not. So, let's take a look at the final numbers so we get out of here.
First for the Chargers, they come up on the short end. They had 4 players get on the score sheet. Their leading scorers were Bryson Kirshner and Rocco Spadafora with 14 points. Rocco had 4 from beyond the arc, and then 2 from the free throw line for his 14 points. 12 points off the bench for Rocco Coladonato. So the Rocco's contributing here tonight. He has 12. And 5 points for B.J. Vaughn, all 5 in the second half for the Chargers, 45 points. As for Franklin, kind of looking like the Chargers have looked for a lot of years. They spread in the scoring out. They played, primarily 6 players during the game. 6 players get on the score sheet for Franklin. Their leading all scorers was Jalen Wood with 17, followed by a couple players with 11. Cole Buckley and Damon Curry with 11 points each. 8 points for Jonathan Lesha, and 6 points off the bench for Drayden Payne. 4 points for Ethan Owens for their 57. And Franklin goes on to the semifinals.
Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. I'm thinking the girls already. Yeah. Quarterfinals.
Speaking of the girls, Al.
Yeah,
back on the air.
That was the segue.
Girls are on the air on Friday in the quarterfinals as Westmont Hilltop and the Chargers square off at Armstrong. We'll have the call for you 6 o'clock tip here on the network on Friday for a right to head to the PIAA Final Four, which would be the first time in school history
for the girls
to get there, which would be, what a story could that be, Al, if the girls could find a way.
Pick up the baton.
You pick up the baton and end up at Hershey would be quite
that
the
would
story.
Be fun. That would really be fun.
And just so happy for Don Eckerly's squad and what they were able to do last night, and hopefully rooting on them to continue pushing forward now that they took down the WPIAL champs go up against Westmont Hilltop on Friday.
Great feather in their cap.
Huge.
It really was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, playing a team 4 times, losing 4 times.
Reminiscent of the Chargers, was it in 17 when the Swickley Academy,
yep.
Yeah.
Thanks so much to every single one of you that has watched these broadcasts all season long. Appreciate all of you. It's just so fun to bring them to you. Al and I and Matt and Christian and our whole staff, whoever's behind the camera. Tommy Moses tonight, shout out to him. Appreciate his work. But we have a blast doing it, and we have a blast doing it because there's people on the other end of this that are enjoying.
There's people like you.
Yeah, there are people like you watching. We really appreciate every single one of you for watching and going back and rewatching. I know a lot of parents will go home that night and watch the games back. We appreciate all of you. Just an incredible, over 30,000 of you have watched OLSH basketball this year. That's an incredible number, and we appreciate every single one of you. Appreciate everybody in administration and everybody who supports these broadcasts, because without them and without their support, it wouldn't happen.
Yep, wouldn't be here.
Shout out to our fearless leader, Mike McDonald, our athletic director, who's been all behind the scenes, getting us all situated all season long. And I'll save my my spiel, the rest of my spiel, for down the road, because we still got baseball and softball in store,
and some more basketball,
and some more Lady Charger basketball.
Yeah.
So, but for the boys' side, thanks so much for watching all season long. And hopefully you get to go back and relive what has been another magical season of Charger basketball.
Yeah,
57-45, the final tonight.
Before we go, I just want to say congratulations, guys. What a great season. I just want you, all the boys and the coaching staff and the parents, to know what a great season it was. Unfortunately, it comes to an end. When you get to this point in the season, guys, you're either going to win all the way to the state championship, or your season's going to end in a loss. And unfortunately, season ends today.
Season ends today. For OLSH, Matt Stanziola, all of us here at the OLSH Sports Network, thanks so much for watching all season long this presentation of Charger basketball on the OLSH Sports Network. Until next Friday night, I'm Matt Fargo saying good night from Westminster College, and thanks for watching.